All right, hold on. All right. Welcome to Star Enlightenment channel. And today, excuse my background, it's on the wall right now because I'm in this room and stuff like that. I'm not outside. Now I'm gonna try to talk closer to the mic so y'all can hear me because I do got my fan blowing and stuff like that. I'm trying to turn it away a little bit so hopefully it won't do too much. And hopefully y'all can hear me because I do got the earphone plugged in and everything. But the mic, I will be looking back at the video. Now let's get right into it. So I want to talk about the truth, right? Because this is an interesting and deep video because I've dealt with this before. Some of us have been there before on the receiving or on the person doing it, you see what I'm saying, and what they're going through and the reason why. So as you can tell by the title, I'm talking about trolls, right? And goes for all trolls because the troll is it's, I ain't gonna say it's a new age name, but it's like a name that we specifically mainly refer to them when we're talking about online, right? Like in people's chats and stuff like that and whatnot. But it also comes down to like I said, not just even online and stuff like that, but even in real life. You see what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is like, like class clown energy. You see what I'm saying? Like people that be what you consider acting out or doing too much. I know a lot of mothers, or I just know a lot of situations and people, period, too, that they might have had a child where it's like their child was acting up a lot, or you don't even have to be that person looking at it from the other parent point of view. It could just be just you being in school. We all done had class clowns. Some of us done been them before and then got out of it. Some of us that was in that energy signature and probably stayed in it, whatever. But the energy signature behind trolls, class clown energy, acting out, especially when it's obnoxious, attention seeking behavior, is keyword. This is deep. It's attention seeking behavior, right? So when we talk about class clown energy, all this energy come from a person, like I said, that's attention seeking. That comes from a person that is seeking attention. So in some shape or form, they're not receiving or getting enough attention towards them in some shape or form. Now, some parents may say, "Well, what the hell you mean? I do this for my child, do that." But everybody has different alchemy makeup, elemental makeup. You know what I'm saying? AKA based upon everybody got a different type of energy. So how one child get catered, sorry, not catered, how one child gets catered to maybe differently how another child may need to get catered to, right? But so see you from a parent point of view, you see certain parents be like, man, why my child acting out? Like, okay, you got a child acting out, why my child acting out? He trying to act out, trying to get attention. That's clown energy. He acting out, doing the most. But what I would say is this too. It also depends, and they be like, "Oh, you keep getting in trouble. Your behind was always getting in trouble in school," which is true for them. But another thing is, it depends on how you getting in trouble. Because you got a child who could be a class clown and be acting out, being a goofball, being a fool in his life. That if they in that energy signature of trying to get attention, aka that goofy class clownish type energy. Shout out to Justin Chill guy, they're in a situation where they're seeking attention. So in some shape or form, these be people who lack the energy, aka if people get in trouble for different things, like I said, if it's attention seeking and class clown energy, you already know a person is more in the energy of lacking something in their life. Now you got people that get in trouble for other things. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying none is good to get in trouble for, but you got people who get in trouble because they kissing in the hallway or they doing something that's kind of stupid, but it's something in their own life that's looked at as bad. I'm trying to think of some good examples, like you was talking to too many girls, or you skipping class. All those are bad, but but what you getting in trouble for, like, oh, you spoke up for yourself, teacher didn't like that, so she sent you, like, that's different. But if it's in the energy signature of a class clown or you being a troll, just like online, same energy signature, you just doing it in the classroom. If you in that signature, you're in a situation where you are lacking something in your life. And I guarantee you, all those class clowns and trolls, for the most part, you have exceptions, but for the most part, these people lack having friends in their life. These people lack having true people around them that probably either care about them or give them that energy, even if they do care about them. Like they may care about you behind the clothes, but they don't maybe not give that person that much energy. You see what I'm saying? Like these people be people that they lack. And I'm gonna tell you because if you think the person on the opposite spectrum who not getting in trouble for the same type of stuff, like not for the same type of class clown energy, I guarantee you, like if you look at somebody that's popular, you don't have to be popular, but somebody that's got something going on that's not looked at in a negative light or looked at as somebody that can be looked up to, that's cool, right? And somewhat liked by peers to an extent. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna be doing all the goofy stuff because think about it. You acting out, that's sun energy, right? You acting out, you yang, that expression, that acting out, trying to get attention, for you trying to get attention means you lack it in some shape or form. Because a popular kid, or like I said, even if it's not extremism being popular, if they're well liked, at least somewhat by their peers, because it don't have to be everybody, but you gotta have a group that actually F with you for you. If you're somewhat liked and you feel like you're accepted by your peers, you don't feel like you have to go out of your way to get accepted because you're already being accepted. Think about it. Me acting out is me putting out that light in the dark to be reciprocated by others because I am in darkness. But if I'm already in a situation where I feel like I'm already kind of like well liked to some extent by some group of people, I got the decent people around me, then 9 times out of 10, I don't have to act out because I already got that energy. And it can play out in family too. If you got a family that's ain't nobody family perfect, you know what I'm saying? But if you in a family situation where you got people that is trying their best to cater with you. You know what I'm saying? As a family, and they try to give you the attention. Now, if you a dickhead and you being rude and you being mean to your people, that's different. You got those situations too. But if the family overall energy signature is of trying to help that kid and giving you somewhat as much attention, regardless of what you're going through internally, they still trying. 9 times out of 10, these don't be the kids that's acting out because they don't have that same void in that area. Now they may play it out in different other ways. You see what I'm saying? They may have other issues that may not be in the area of trying to act out or be a class clown or troll. They may have other issues. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, they may get in trouble for kissing females in the hallway. They may get so distracted with that. They may get distracted in females and get reported up, called up to the office because they keep dissing class and try to talk to a female. Or are they in the bathroom trying to smoke? You see what I'm saying? But none of those energies deal with trying to be seen. All those energies are dealing with your own personal. Whether it's like I said, you're trying to get a female, you in the bathroom smoking, you ding dong ditching, you skipping class, you you see what I'm saying? You doing whatever you doing with your pack of people that you doing, and everybody has their own reasons. But that's different. You see what I'm saying? Or like I said, you was slick talking, back talking to the teacher, right? Right? They don't like that, so you really just trying to stand up for yourself and shine your own solar plexus light, aka that solar energy, that to create a shield around yourself to protect yourself, so people can't take vulnerable of it. Now you made it went too far with it because you made it put that towards the teacher where you need to learn to be humble in this situation, but some teachers be trying it too. You see what I'm saying? So it can be understandable depending on how far you take it. But whether it's wrong or right, it's still a different energy signature than the person that's being a troll. That's like even people that get into fights. You get into fights every day. You're in the bathroom fighting. I'm not. The reason why you're doing that is for you. You may be trying to be seen in a certain light. Don't get me wrong, but it that may become from protecting yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not trying to be seen a certain type of way. Not you trying to be seen a way. You're not trying to be seen a certain type of way. You're not trying to look weak. So you may not. You may know it's gritty where you at. So by fighting, put up that shield around you that people will respect you more so and not want to try you as much. You're gonna always get those couple niggas on the side that's gonna do something, but they may not try you as much, and they may feel like, let me think twice before bothering him. So I'm saying, like, all the people I name is getting in trouble, but they all get in trouble for different reasons. And I'm not saying that that's okay, that that's a good thing to be in. I'm just saying the reason is the root cause, so we all know how to affect go towards the root cause and attack the root. So if a person is in a situation where they're trolling, even online, you online, people get online to get trolls. If somebody is trolling, especially in their own vicinity, you see, these people are in situations where they're not getting that energy reciprocated. They're not getting energy reciprocated in their own life for them to have to go out and get attention and be attention seeking, or being a troll or a class clown. Because what do clowns do? They get attention. They seek. They're doing the most to entertain and arouse others. You see what I'm saying? Negatively or positively, they're doing the most to entertain and arouse the circumstances. Like you in a circus, right? So you're trying to be seen. You're making a scene. Keyword, playing things out, playing around, that energy. And a lot of these people, when they grew up, a lot of these people grow up and become actual trolls online. A lot of class clowns actually grow up and become trolls online. It's really sad. As much as we hate them, we still hate energy. I'm not saying you got to keep it around you and like that, but it's really sad because it comes from a place of lack. These people be in situations where they probably didn't have the girlfriends. And if you're a man, or even females know probably too, but especially if you're a dude, because experience and we done seen certain dude class clowns. It's more dude class clowns than women. Um, a lot of these people, let's be real, they don't got girlfriends, bro. These people that was class clowning, they don't got girlfriends. They don't got women in their life. A lot of times when you get a certain amount of women in your life, are you even in that energy signature vibration of talking to females? Trust me, I ain't gonna get explicit in detail because I'm online right now, but trust me, you got a whole bunch of other stuff online. And once you jump into those root chakras, the last thing you're trying to do is play around for some dudes or your peers. You're not trying to play right now. You're trying to get some other type of play. You know what I'm saying? We keep that PG rated. But that's how that play out. You see what I'm saying? And so everybody got a different background and reason to their energies of why they're doing things. But if you, like I said again, one more time, if you're a class clown and you're in that energy signature, like I said, a lot of these people grew up to be trolls, and they didn't probably get their energy reciprocated. A lot of times, not in the family. So you got a family that, oh, I think I'm back. I think I'm back. You might got a family that may love you to an extent. I think they love you too, because a lot of people, what y'all think is love ain't love. Y'all be calling love just because y'all shared experiences, but if y'all knew it was family, y'all would have never had no love for each other. So that is conditional. Don't let people lie to you. Oh, it's unconditional love. No, 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 no. A lot of y'all people, unless you got parents that you could talk to, like, and they say, you say like, oh, that's my best friend. My mom like my best friend. I can tell her anything. Unless you in that type of frequency vibration life that you created for yourself, 9 times out of 10 you in the family where no, it is conditional love. It's not unconditional, it's conditional. The only reason why y'all like that and that close is because y'all got born into the same family and space and vibration to be bend in as blood, to be family. You see what I'm saying? Or else a lot of these people you around be some of the nicest people in the world. You only tolerate them because y'all family, and they lie to y'all and say blood is thicker than water. When really that has nothing to do with the spirit. And you got spiritual family that's separate totally from your physical family, unless you get born into your physical family with your spiritual family. But that would play out as like I said before, as you saying, damn, this is my mother like my best friend, my dad like my best friend, my brother I'll do anything for him. That's like my best friend, and y'all have that type of relationship. You don't got that type of relationship, you best believe that ain't you ain't got no spirit family you bended in to become your actual physical family. Your physical family is just a group of individuals in the astral realm before you got born into a body that you were spending the most time around. So it bent in as that time is fluid in the yin realm. So that bend in as y'all being family. But this is why a lot of y'all hate y'all family. A lot of y'all most enemies is y'all families. And only a few of y'all begin born in with these luxurious families that actually want to help y'all and whether you the parent or the child. You might hate your parent, your parent might hate their child. It may feel like they drag them down is more of a burden on them. Whereas some people may get born with a son or daughter that become the next Gerber child that help you get on your feet as a parent. You know what I'm saying? So everything is different, bro. But I ain't gonna draw this out too long. But that's how that play out with troll energies. And I'm gonna say this again: a lot of trolls that you see right now on the internet, when they was in school, they didn't get no. They was, I guarantee it, the same energy they playing out now is the same energy they was playing before. I guarantee it on everything. I guarantee it. Because what you doing now is what you always been doing, unless you change that frequency vibration. But if you doing that now, nigga, you been doing that. What do you mean? You was always in that vibration. You just played it out maybe in different ways. It might have been Miss Jones or Miss Madeline telling you is to go to the front office for being a goofball, and you trying to be a clown for the kids in your classroom. Half the time, class clowns don't even know. 9 times out of 10, your peers, if you a goofball like that, ain't looking at you and laughing with you. They laughing at you, and you think you a part of something. But that just show how sad it is when you got these troll individuals and these class clowns because they think they doing something for the greater good. 9 times out of 10, it probably do come from a positive point of view. Like they be trying to they try to lighten the atmosphere. Like they're trying to make people laugh. It's kind of like that. Rest in peace to Robin Williams. It's kind of like the comedic effect. The comedians a lot of times become comedians because they want to make other people laugh because they just self-projecting. They going through so much hate internally. They want everybody else to laugh and smile, which is a reflection of they just wanted themselves to be happy. You see what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of times you get people who like overly laugh or overly silly or goofy like that is because deep down it's really hurt. It's really not a game. Deep down, it's the opposite of what they're portraying in the 3D world, and it's in real life. In real life, they're showing you this goofy, laughy, goofy, happy, all over the top, smiley person. And deep down in time, spiritually, they actually going through it. You see what I'm saying? It's the opposite. So that's how they cope with that. You see what I'm saying? Because some people can't just handle that. They cope with it by being extra goofy. You know what I'm saying? That's how that play out. But like I said, I guarantee you a lot of these trolls that you see online now in school, they was the class clowns. They was goofballs then too, but guarantee you they didn't probably have relationships in their life. They didn't get no what. They didn't get no cootie, what. They didn't have no sexual life. They didn't got no sex life. They didn't get female attention. Even if you're not always smashing females, just being around them enough that you got ones that like you, period, on a relationship level. You see what I'm saying? They didn't have that. They probably was touch deprived. They didn't get no hugs by the females they was around. They didn't kiss. They didn't have no type of affection in their life. Probably not even from their family to an extent. And it's really sad. So they dud lie. They ain't got no reason to really live like that. So they only thing to get online for to do is troll. But that's the truth though. That's not me being OD. That's I've been there before. So I understand where the energy come from. You see what I'm saying? That's how that play out. Because if you in the life, if you in the world and if you living and you like I said, you getting good in your life. You gotta fulfill sex life to an extent. You don't have to be perfect. You ain't gotta be no Hugh Hefner. I'm just saying if your life is somewhat decent, like you got a decent sex life, believe don't be perfect, just decent. If you got a decent sex life, if you got a decent intimacy level within your relationships in your life, like you got females that you can be decently intimate with to an extent. You're not touch deprived. You see what I'm saying? You got actual decent friends in your life. They may not be perfect, but they actually there for you to an extent at least. They at least make you feel like you're a part of something. You see what I'm saying? That acceptance energy. You see what I'm saying? If you got a family that care for you to an extent or whatever, then you're not gonna be in situations of being no troll because you don't have to externally wave your hand and push out that light to attract attention towards you because you already got it. Now you may have some other things you're dealing with that you express in different ways, but that 9 times 10 is not gonna be one. Troll come from that's a specific energy. I'm telling you. Telling other people lie to you. They're gonna try to lie to you too. They're gonna say, "Oh, well, what's the name was different." No, they just showed you that, bro. That all comes from the same energy. You see what I'm saying? In some shape or form, it's a lack. So that's how that play out. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a sad thing. I hate it for people. I know people get banned. People get because they did do the most, you know. But sometimes these content creators got to put that foot to that neck because people going too far with their trolling. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that trolls should be allowed. I'm just understanding people to know where it comes from, and for any trolls out there to understand energy too, so they can rectify those energies themselves. Like I said, it comes from not being accepted, and they could be 20 something, 25 years old. Their whole life, if they was to look back, the troll look back and realize, damn, when I was in elementary, middle school, whatever, I wasn't getting accepted by my peers. I guarantee you, they can look and see that. They can say, you know what, when I was in middle school, high school, whatever, in school, whatever, I wasn't getting girls like that. I wasn't getting females like that. I wasn't dating. I was touch deprived. I wasn't getting hugs and kisses from females. I wasn't in relationships and having girlfriends. Sex life was probably trash too. They didn't get no cutting, none of that. You know what I'm saying? They friendship life, just friends themselves, even around other dudes, friends. They wasn't cool with them like that. They didn't have cool people who was putting them up in situations to make them feel accepted and feel like they was a part of the pack and make them feel like they had a shoulder to lead on. Now, and nothing's perfect, but I'm just saying a decent sense of acceptance in their life. They didn't have that, and the family probably was effed up too. They probably had family members that they ain't really. Yeah, people family members they think everything is always enough, but their family probably was in a situation where they was really making them, giving them enough attention or catering to them like they cared enough. You see what I'm saying? So that's a dangerous place to be at. Bump patrolling and getting banned. That's the worst space to be in. Period. Is the spirit. Because no matter how many people ban you in your life, how many people look at you negatively, truly you the one suffering. You the one in hell internally. And that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? See, I don't encourage the SUICIDE word, but I do encourage to be real with yourself and rectify these energies. You see what I'm saying? But you got to do what you got to do because can't nobody fix that type of void but yourself. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta go on that journey to find out what you missing. But by all means, once you realize what you missing, you need to speed it up. That speeded up energy. You see what I'm saying? Do what you need to do and do it fast. Don't be playing around out here like this because your life ain't really a joke. It's true. It ain't as deep as we make it all the time. We overthink, we over put these weights on us. But you need to understand too, this life ain't really a joke either. You see what I'm saying? Because there's so much things that I'm not saying from a negative or positive point of view. I'm saying there's so many energies that you can accumulate in this lifetime to help you pass on from the next stage after this is over. Because spiritually speaking, a lot of people that experience this void energy of lack a lot of times be star seeds in itself. I'm not saying that trolls that a whole bunch of trolls are star seeds. I mean it could be, but a lot of times that energy of being in that situation of having a family that you feel lack or just being in the space of void and like that anyway is from being what you call star seed energy. AKA we got a lot of people, especially be spiritually inclined. If you're not, that's a different story. But we'll get into that later. But a lot of Thursdays are people that are not from this space and location we call this planet, this space. You see what I'm saying? This world. They from another space and location, another star system, another world. So when they come here, their energy seem foreign. So they'll be looked at as weird. You see what I'm saying? And they won't be getting the attention like that. They won't get help. They're not gonna get catered to. They're not gonna get help. Things not gonna fall on their lap. Um, they're not gonna get their 1-2 as easy as another person. See what I'm saying? Life may be more stressful, hard for them. And a lot of these people do need to go back to where they from. I'm not saying that it's gotta be what you consider suicide, because I'm not gonna put that negative energy out there. It's not about leaving negative power. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all on the spiritual channel. I'm not getting paid for this anyway, so I ain't gonna sugarcoat it to you. Y'all don't like what I'm saying. Hey, I'm not telling nobody to go do nothing. I'm just breaking down the energies, period. None of that is even right and wrong, period. It's not even a wrong to it. You do what the hell you want to. This your vessel, nigga. You leave your vessel when you ready to leave your vessel, nigga. And a lot of y'all not even in the right. A lot of y'all live miserable. A lot, like I said, a lot of trolls star seeds too. Unless you put up enough currency in your own source to become substantiated and sustained in this realm of reality, where you don't need the help of others and you can manifest the things that are in your life. But you, if that was the case, you wouldn't be in a situation in the first place. What I'm talking about. So a lot of y'all lives is trash. A lot of Soul Star Seeds and Trolls lives is trash. A lot of their lives is vacant. That void ass life. You'll be a lucky ass mother. You know what? To be in a situation of being a troll or a star seed, and you got people. Even if your family is effed up, right? Because say you're a star seed, you may come into a family. They more so from this world, so they don't really resonate with what you're saying. It's hard on you. At least you be able to manifest some friends in your life that you can at least, you ain't gotta be perfect. You might only have two or three of them, maybe four at the most. But at least you could go out and experience with them and at least get a break from the world a little bit. Get some type of relationship, friendships in your life. And even with females, you're not gonna be Hugh Hefner. You're not gonna be a player. You're not gonna get it all like that. But at least you can find somebody that's in the same thing as you. You know what I'm saying? That you can do things with. That you don't have to feel so touch deprived and void and empty. You know what I'm saying? Man, if it, because they gotta be in the same vibration as you. So if you spiritually inclined to you a star seed, hopefully you find somebody that's either star seed too, or into other things weird just like you, or into other spiritual things just like you, or whatever. I got a high conscious awareness just like you, or something. Because like Bobby Hemmett, I think he's alive. Like Bobby Hemmett used to say, if you in a situation where you constantly aware and you spiritually knowledge all that, but you alone and you ain't never experienced having somebody in your life that was consciously aware or at least trying to on that path. He said you missing out. You ain't experienced shit. You missing out. So that's why I tell a lot of niggas, like, I don't care if y'all don't like what I'm saying, man. Don't gotta government, you ain't gotta monetize me. I keep it 100. A lot of these people living life like that, their life ain't worth living. So to hell with even trying to tell you what I ain't trying to tell you. Whether it's suicide, whether it's realize what you. I'm not telling you to go do nothing to yourself. I'm just saying you need to understand the energy for itself so you can do what's best for you. That may be understanding so you can get better and heal yourself. A lot of us go through healing journeys. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us do find others that can help us assist. Because sometimes people get it easier. They get to do that with another partner, and so they still go through that turmoil and that uphill healing process, but they get to do that with another person, and they become more powerful. But some people, just like you, Mr. Uriel from the Little Prime used to say, you get people sometimes you get the left for dead individuals. You be individuals who they came down here, they star seeds, they're not from this world, and they don't even have ancestors, spirit guides that are with them that go in their favor. So they left all alone, and they're not in a situation of feeling like they even got the power, or they don't even not even big enough of a source to manifest, like I said before, and sustain themselves in this realm of reality without help. So they need help, right? But they can't get the help from other individuals because they have started the. So if you in a situation, even the Uriel himself said, he said if he ever got to be in a situation where he not from here or whatever like that, aka he need help. He is thirsty. He need help from the external world, but can't get help from the external world, and you don't even feel like he got the power to do it himself because his source not big enough at the time or whatever like that. He said he'd rather die. He said he'd rather die. So I just give it to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit because I'm not getting paid for this. I don't gotta sugarcoat my words. I keep it 100. But spiritual people out there understand that. He said he'd rather die. So everybody's situation is different, and I don't wish death on nobody. I'm not telling nobody what to do, but you do got to be real with yourself because the same niggas that trying to demonetize you, hey, hey, don't say that. Be the same niggas that they ain't gonna help you when you in your situation when you out there trolling and shit because you don't got nothing else love worth living for because you don't got no females in your life. You don't got no females in your life that you can even be cool with, even if you're not sexing. Just females you can be cool with, that you can be around that feminine energy. You see what I'm saying? And have actual relationships with. You not, just on that level, friends with females. Then you got your own friends as a dude. You don't even got them that you can go out and hang out with, go bowling with, go things with, go see things with from time to time that you can experience the world with. And take some of that stress off your mind when you by yourself in that space, that negative space. And then you not getting sex, you're not sexing, you're not getting no cookie in your life. So you sex deprived, you touch deprived too. So you probably got depression. You got seasonal depression and anxiety probably 9 times out of 10. You see what I'm saying? And your family probably in a situation where and your family probably in a situation where they ain't helping you out. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all in two different spaces of spirit, and they don't really with you like that. They try to lie to themselves to be like, yeah, we family, but deep down, especially subconsciously, they already know they don't really f with you like that. And if you really was in the need for help, they would just look at it like that nigga gotta help himself. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not supportive, and they viewpoints are totally opposite from yours and everything. So you lonely even being around family. So it's just like at that point, I get what Uriel's saying. You better off dead. You better off dead. I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You better off dead at that point. Who am I to lie to? Who cares? Because the only person that can save yourself at that point is you. And if you can't get the ball rolling, there is such thing as spiritual strength and fighting through it, yes. But if you can't get the ball rolling, my dude, my nigga, I don't give a damn. You can't get the ball rolling. You see what I'm saying? You can't speed up the process to the point where you can build up a certain amount of energy. Energies in you build up. But they say build up your chakras. You want to turn over. You can't build up energy, your source, your spirituality, your chi. If you can't build up enough of that to be able to be a big enough orb to manifest the things in your life in this reality that you need, because you're gonna have to be your own source, because you're not getting help from external sources, people, places, and things, or spirits, because you're not with your spirit guides, because you a star seed, you're not from here. Then by all means, if you can't get that ball rolling like that, I don't damn, you wasting your time. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna go deep. You wasting your time. That's a lot of weight. And you going like the whole time, nigga, you could have just went home. You ain't from here anyway. I could tell if you from this space and but you from a part of this space that's more into the spiritual side of things or the more metaphysical things. So even though you from this space and you resonate with it and this will make you feel comfortable, you're willing to journey on your spiritual process because you're willing to go for farther out heights, higher heights. I could tell if you was like that and you was saying, man, damn, let me not try to be rushed quick to death and shit like that because I don't know this and then a third and I still want to experience. That would be different. But if you truly a star seed, you're not from here, ain't nothing to even be scared of because how nigga gonna tell you trapped down here when you're not even from here? That don't make no damn sense. If you a star seed, your ass ain't trapped down here, bitch. Cause the same elemental shit you got to get here, you still came from a place. You got that built-in hardwire within you to go back to. I don't even think it take what they say a consciousness to an extent. I'm not saying those things don't help and they're not needed at times. But I don't even see it go as deep in that when they be like, you gotta get enlightened. They go, no, if you was thirsty, nigga, unless you, if you was thirsty, period, and you got on your mind, damn, I'm tired of this place. I want to go home. You're going home when you die. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I can't make that up because I don't. Even if you constantly aware to an extent to even have that on your mind to know that enough to leave out. But even if you wasn't some consciously, super consciously aware dude, you just for you having that on your mind, that's your directions to spirit. So that's where you're gonna go when you die. You gonna go back to where the fuck you from. You tired of this in reality, you gonna get the fuck back. But ain't no, oh yeah, well, yeah, but he took his life, so he's haunted down here as a ghost. He's not going nowhere. He's gonna stay as a ghost, and he's gonna get reincarnated again because he didn't learn. No, nigga, you a star seed. You not even from here. How the fuck can something hold you down here? You not even from here in the first place. That don't make no sense. And if you even got it on your mind that you want to leave and go back home, your shit is already encoded in you anyway. So can't shit stop you from going back anyway, period. Let alone you got the intent on your mind. That's something on your mind. You see what I'm saying? Where your mind goes, the body flow and the spirit flow. But you see what I'm saying? So we're gonna leave it out with that. But that's how that play out with trolls, class clowns and shit. You see what I'm saying? Y'all niggas better learn. Y'all better start speeding up that process. Oh, and shout out Josh Nixon if you still here. But I'm finna dip. We 30 minutes in about just about 30 minutes in, you feel me? So I'm gonna catch up with that, but that's how that play out. I ain't gonna do too much. I ain't gonna do too much. We can keep it cordial. But not even to waste time with it. Let's just get right to it. You know how it is, right? About to head up out. But if you a star seed or if you a class clown, even if you a troll and you from here, either one, in your life not that worth living, you need to hurry the fuck up and speed up the process. Speed up the process if you either build on your own source and accumulating more energy so you can manifest more things that go in your favor in your life, or speed up the process on the other spectrum and hurry up to get the fuck up out of here. Cause a life like that ain't worth living if you can't come to grips and become your own source. It ain't, nigga. Especially if you star seed, it ain't. So either way you go, you need to speed up that process. Don't be wasting your time out here in this motherfucker. If you're gonna build. If you feel like you don't want to do, okay, you want to stay here, cool. Build your damn energy while you got the chance. And if not, get the fuck up out. Because you wasting your time. You could just go home. Where the fuck you at? You could just go fucking home. Look where the fuck you at. You see what I'm saying? Just go back home. It's your true space anyway. That's where your true ancestors and family at. You could be around your true spirit family. That's real family. That you'll look back down on this like if these family members, you see what I'm saying? If all these family members and shit, you gonna forget all about this shit. Period. You forget all about this shit. Period. Once you get born up there, back to your true family members. You see what I'm saying? You forget these fake ones even existed. It'll be like a piece of spit to you on God. So even people get mad, whatever. Like I said, I ain't gonna do too much. That's what I had to say, and that's what's said. So with that being said, it's still much love to everybody, 100%. We just come out here spreading truth and understanding. Everybody be in different spaces. Ain't nobody perfect. I don't give a hell how much money you got. Ain't nobody perfect. We all go through, nigga, 'cause we human. This a low space in general. This a low space in general. So even the highest king gonna go through negative times. That's how dark the space is. But like I think Bobby Hemmett once said too, by the way, a flea on a dog's back in the astral realm or the higher realms. A flea on the dog's back, you see what I'm saying, is much more of a greater life than even the highest king down here. Because everything is space and location. We in the one, two, third dimension, fourth, fifth, and sixth dimensional wise, aka the astral realm, the subconscious realm, the yin realm, the spirit realm, astral, whatever you want to call it, is a broader world, bigger world. Just like you got cells, a smaller world, that's smaller world than us. Cells, sperm cells living within us, like we live inside a being now called Gaia Earth. Look it up, Gaia. That's Earth. That's how it play out. You know what I'm saying? Um, forgot what I was gonna say. So yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here then. But yeah, that's how that play out. See what I'm saying? So I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, germs, cells, bacteria, they're a smaller level of life than us. So we don't really see them or perceive them like that, but we know they exist and they live their own life that we're not even aware of. Same way they are with us. They're not aware of us, but they just live within us. You see what I'm saying? They're influenced by us and in our energies. The same way it is on a higher level. You see what I'm saying? Um, that's how that play out. But I forgot what I'm gonna say, man. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Much love to y'all. I'll be 33 minutes in or whatever. 32 minutes and 52 seconds. I love y'all, man. Peace.